Throughout the history of television, there has been a constant evolution of race, gender, and equality stereotypes, and it has caused a bit of controversy at times. Shows like Fresh Off the Boat and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air embody the various stereotypes of the African and Asian American culture, which at times bring hilarious and teaching points for their respective communities and everyone else watching as well. Many shows today have broke barriers and made most people think differently about themselves, and others which caused us as individuals to slowly accept all types of people in society and embrace them as a whole. Topics about race, gender, and equality are very sensitive and need the correct dialogue and representation to be able to send the right message to its viewers. In doing so comes great responsibility, and sometimes directors can fail and send the wrong message, which stirs up controversy and viral videos, which in turn can destroy the show's validity and viewership. We dive into the many times TV was used as a vehicle to push awareness of race, gender, and equality.
In the TV show Friends, gender roles is often portrayed throughout the duration of the show, especially with the character Ross. Ross is often viewed by his peers as the soft and sensitive person. In the following example, it is a clear representation of how gender roles is viewed by society.
So, what do you think?
Think we're not wearing the same shirt anymore?
Yeah, Rachel picked it out for me. She told me to trust her, and you know what? I'm glad I did. I turned quite a few heads on my way over here.
Dude, I really don't think you should be wearing that.
Oh, I see. Somebody's afraid of a little competition with the ladies?
Looks like someone is the ladies.
Men who speak about their feelings are often viewed as soft and sensitive because of the label that society has put upon them. This is especially evident in the work world, where men get paid more than women, and when women try to do the same job as a man, they often get criticized and they are not appreciated as much as men are. Women are often raised to pick a career that is gender appropriate, even though women can do a man's job just as well as a man, like policing, firefighting, and being a paramedic. They can equally or even be more effective in those careers. General strain theory is also another great example of how men and women experience strain differently. Men often experience strain when it comes to materialistic items like having a car, having a house, and being able to provide for a family, while women experience strain like being the primary caregiver and being able to raise a family. This would be how society labels men and women with these types of gender roles. Overall, as soon as an individual is given a gender, they're expected to live that certain lifestyle that's portrayed by society.
The racism we see in shows and movies has exposed ourselves to the reality of society, that there are people purposely treating people differently for their skin tone. With the influence of our screens, it creates racial stereotypes. Examples of how we see individuals treating other people they stereotype into categories is through our appearances. From what we wear places us in our society. TV shows and movies teach us that we need to look a certain way to fit into this world. With the help of our screens, stereotypes and racial comments are often seen as normal and funny. Society has labeled attached to people for the color of their skin. For example, assuming an Indian person has a thick accent and smells like curry. Although racism has gotten better with time and diversity, our society still faces individuals that do not see equality.
The truth is, I don't hire black people.
That's so racist.
Although our TV shows have shown us the bad side of stereotypes, it has also taught us the real problems that society needs to fix. Racism is said through so many ways. It doesn't have to be big in order for it to be considered racist. Racism can even be seen through your own friends.
In the past, television has used many stereotypes of society, such as women being portrayed as not being worth as much as men, and men acting worried about seeming feminine. It also has used stereotypes of black people considered as dogs or dirty. Like in this episode of American Dad.
No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity.
Happy anniversary, sweetheart.
Come on, Whitney, go get it.
This episode came from 2005, which shows these stereotypes still existed just 14 years ago. This clip reminded me that we still have a long way to go. Luckily, we are living in a society where shows like Blackish and Dr. Ken have shown us how far we've come in representing different races in a better light. These stereotypes have been challenged by television as society has evolved to understand racial issues, gender differences, and most recently sexual orientation of others and bring it to the forefront.